Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day, no matter what day it is. I am in my office, in my house. You can see some of my art behind the wall and my little Canadian flag because I'm in Canada. And it is Monday, July 14th. And you can probably tell I've read a whole bunch of books today. Okay, you can tell by the outfit, right? Same thing. Um, I just wanted to give you a reference of what day it is. And it's hot and sunny, and I'm inside now because it's really hot outside. So I've just come home from work. I've had some dinner, and I come right to my office to read some stories for you. I have another story, shocking. This one is called Wide Awake Bear. And as always, I haven't read this yet. I save reading them for when I read them to you, but I do look at the pictures and the art I thought was really pretty. But I am going to read what it says on the inside cover before we start. Baby Bear Elliot knows he must sleep through the winter in order to make it to spring, but when he opens his eyes to dreary darkness instead of flowers and sunshine, he realizes he's awakened too soon. And no matter what he tries, fluffing up his pillows, waking his mom, or tossing and turning, he's still wide awake. Do you ever have days like that or nights like that where you wake up and you just can't get back to sleep? I know I do sometimes. But let's read this one together.
Wide Awake Bear. One cold, gray day, Elliot's mother called him inside. "Time to nap," she said. "We'll sleep till spring." Elliot took a final bite of berries and hurried into their den. "I miss spring," he said. So he snuggled into his mother's side, where he slept and snored and dreamed of golden sunshine, soft grass, and budding flowers, leafy trees, shady resting spots, and fish-filled streams, buzzing bees, just ripened berries, and warm, sweet honey. When something tickled his nose, Elliot woke with a start. It must be spring! But the world was dark and dreary, and his mother was still snoring. "Oh no," Elliot whispered. "I should be sleeping." He lay on his side, his belly, his back. He fluffed the bark strips beneath him and made a plump pine needle pillow. He imagined basking in a sunbeam and relaxing on a patch of grass. But nothing worked. Elliot was still wide awake. He saw things he'd never noticed before. Strange shadows on the wall. A dark shape outside. Elliot rushed to his mother and nudged her with his nose. She grunted. He whimpered and whined. She rolled over and sighed. Then a gust of wind whirled through the den. Elliot's teeth chattered. His fur stood on end. The shadows shifted and seemed to come even closer. Elliot scampered behind his mother's broad back, where he shivered and quivered and hid. His mother shook herself awake and scooped him into a big bear hug. "What's up, little cub?" "I didn't sleep till spring," Elliot sobbed. "There aren't any blooming flowers, delicious fish, or golden sunbeams. Only shadows and shapes. And I'm still wide awake." Elliot's mother showed him how the shadows came from branches. "We can make shadows too," she said. So they did. Silly shadows shaped like bees, and trees and fish. Elliot wasn't scared anymore, so he curled into a ball and shut his eyes. His body was tired, but his mind was still wide awake. Where were the flowers and grass and fish? Where was spring? Elliot had to know, so he pretended he was a fish and swam past his mother into the den's entrance. He saw piles of snow, patches of ice, and thick clouds. He sighed. Spring isn't anywhere. There's still time to sleep, his mother agreed, but look closer first. Elliot did, and finally noticed one brave bud. He remembered his dream. That bud would become a flower. Grass waited below the snow. Fish swam under the ice, and the sun shone brightly right behind the clouds. Spring wasn't gone forever. It was just asleep, like a hibernating bear. Elliot fluffed his bark-chip bed and plumped his pine needle pillow. Then his mother shared one pawful of dried berries and another of cool, sweet honey. After they'd eaten every bit, Elliot couldn't help but yawn. So he snuggled with his mother, who was warmer than the coziest sunbeam, and together they slept until spring.
That Elliot is one cute little bear, and his mom loves him so much. And your mummy loves you so much too. And I love you, and I miss you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.